The topic of mental health has been widely categorized as taboo, unspoken about in day-to-day conversation.
But with the current dialogue and space being created for people to speak out about mental health, we pose the question, is the change being made enough to combat the stigma? For Mas News, I'm Jimena Hidalgo.
And I'm Dylan Masvidal, shedding light on the barriers built around mental health.
Stigma can be found in the cracks and crevices of all communities, unfortunately, deeming our accessibility to prejudice and discrimination even greater, enabling the perception that people with mental illness are incompetent and unreliable, reinforcing a negative stereotype of people with mental health conditions. A recent poll released by the APA found that more than 1 in 3 workers were concerned about retaliation or being fired if they sought mental health care, emphasizing the point that with the ideology set in place, there is a hesitancy among many to talk about mental health concerns.
The direct result of internalizing the external perception of mental health conditions can lead to self-stigma. Our own thoughts and emotions weigh heavy on our determination and self-efficacy, resulting in difficulties in maintaining relationships, lower self-esteem, and a reduction in our hope.
The last form of discrimination we will touch upon is one embedded into daily practices, models, and policies, described by psychiatry.org as stereotypes that are embodied in laws and other institutions. Institutional stigma, also known as structural stigma, can make individuals feel as if there's a lack of understanding from employers in the workplace. Mayo Clinic entails other effects to be noted, as the belief that you'll never succeed at certain challenges or that you can't improve your situation.
Some may argue that significant revelations surrounding the stigma around mental health have led to companies providing more resources to their employees to receive treatment. More specifically, Fortune.com reports that about 39% of employers in the country have done so. However, that still leaves out 61% of blue-collar workers who don't have that luxury. Not to mention the fact that, according to the Greater Baton Rouge Business Report, a new study revealed that about 2/3 of employees have clinically measurable symptoms of anxiety or depression. So while substantial progress has been made, the job is far from finished.
Despite the active means being taken to reduce the stigma found in schools, organizations, and corporations,
the barriers created within these stigmas have been deeply rooted into society, pushing the need to better educate ourselves even further than what is being taught in public spaces.
So how do we fix the stigma?
One way to start is by opening the floor to these conversations and creating a safe space for people to be heard.
For Mas News, I'm Jimena Hidalgo.
And I'm Dylan Masvidal, signing off.